This is meteorologist Eric Davis with your first alert weather forecast.
All is quiet across southeastern North Carolina right now, but that is likely to change after, say, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning with another round of showers and thunderstorms pushing into southeastern North Carolina. And this time around, we've got a strong cold front, which is going to be pushing off the coast by tomorrow morning, and that's going to usher in sharply cooler air. And you're going to start to feel the effects of this front as early as tomorrow afternoon with very breezy conditions, sustained winds out of the northwest at 15 to 20 miles per hour, and temperatures falling into the 50s during your Thursday afternoon. And that's just beginning. By Friday morning, we will be talking about 20s across southeastern North Carolina. So a little bit active around here next 36 hours. Another round of storms, as we said, overnight tonight and into the early morning hours on Thursday. And some of these storms definitely could affect your morning commute, so watch out for some localized heavy rainfall and be prepared to send the kids out with rainy and maybe even stormy conditions tomorrow morning. Very breezy on your Thursday once the storms come to an end by about 9 or 10 o'clock. That northwest wind ushering much colder air into the area. In fact, 20s are likely tomorrow night for overnight lows, but don't worry, cold air is not sticking around long. It looks like a great weekend forecast ahead. So here we go for the rest of tonight. Watch out for those thunderstorms, say after 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and they could continue into the morning hours tomorrow. Those temperatures really aren't going much of anywhere than the 50s right now. If anything, they'll probably spike into the 60s during the early morning hours, and then look what happens by tomorrow afternoon. By 4 o'clock, temperatures are falling into the mid-50s. 40s by 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, and that's right, tomorrow night at this time when we talk to you, temperatures are likely to be in the 30s across southeastern North Carolina as we see a brief return of winter weather. We can also illustrate that brief return of the winter weather with our upper air pattern. Look what happens here as we advance the map into your Friday. Kind of skipped over Friday there, but we had a nice trough swinging across the area, ushering in some colder air. But already by Sunday and early on Monday, we've got another ridge reestablishing itself. So while temperatures are going to be in the 40s for highs on Friday, by Sunday, highs returning to the 70s across the area, and then maybe another shot of colder air makes a return here as we head into next week. At this hour, pretty mild everywhere. 63 in Clarkton, 61 in Elizabethtown, 60 degrees in Tabor City. There are some 50s on the map, including Brunswick County. Bolivia now 58, 57 at Oak Island, 59 degrees Sunset Beach. New Hanover County, downtown now at 56, 60 degrees in Leland, Masonboro at 58. Moving northward, 58, Wallace 54 in Burgaw, and 54 currently in Holly Ridge. First Alert Digital Doppler showing nothing going on, at least for the moment, here in southeastern North Carolina. Pretty strong thunderstorm, though, just to the north of Fayetteville. Looks like moving through Harnett County. So we've already had one batch of storms, but unfortunately that batch is probably going to pass us to the north. But more storms are building back towards our west. In fact, you can see on our satellite picture, there are some storms now, if you look off from the screen here, building across northern portions of Georgia. Those are the storms that are forecast to move into our area later on tonight. We can time it out real quickly here with our hour-by-hour forecast model. By about 1 o'clock in the morning, still just a couple spotty showers here in southeastern North Carolina. But there you go. Storms racing across the area and already beginning to move offshore by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Coastal forecast, partly cloudy skies, 60s early in the day, but those west winds at 15 to 20 miles per hour will knock the temperatures down to the 50s during the afternoon. 64 for tomorrow, 28 starting off on Friday morning, a high in the 40s on Friday, but beautiful weather for the weekend. 60 Saturday, 70s on Sunday. Sports is next.
This is meteorologist Eric Davis with your First Alert weather.
All right, some big changes coming to the weather. 80 degrees officially at ILM this afternoon. Of course, one exception to the warmer temperatures. If you're along the coast of Brunswick County, you're probably saying, what are you talking about, Eric? Our temperatures were stuck in the 60s all day. That is true. That's because, of course, your wind was right off the ocean, but you move any distance away from the ocean and your temperatures absolutely soar this afternoon. But everybody's temperature is about to cool off because of this strong cold front pushing its way into the area. Let's time it out hour by hour for you. Tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock when you wake up, the front should be right on our doorstep, maybe even a little bit to our south. 50 degrees as you wake up, and look at that wind direction. Yeah, it's shifting back from the southwest to northeast, and that usually portends a big drop in the temperatures, and a big drop in the temperatures exactly what we're going to see tomorrow. In fact, temperatures really aren't going to warm up all that much at all tomorrow. 54 degrees at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We still have east and northeasterly winds. A little better chance of some shower activity developing as we head towards tomorrow afternoon, although it looks like the bulk of the rain will probably stay just off to our north. You got to get up into southwestern Virginia, West Virginia before you find much in the way of wintry mix. It is going to be chilly, but not really cold enough for any kind of wintry precipitation this time around across the Carolinas. Temperatures holding in the mid-50s, and also note the wind direction once again starting to shift back a little bit here as we head towards Sunday, with the front still kind of on our doorstep, but a cool start once again on Sunday morning. Sunday's temperature a little bit warmer. We'll probably see a mixture of sun and clouds with temperatures making their way into the low 60s, but for the most part, rain-free conditions on your Sunday afternoon. How much rain are we looking at? Not a lot if you believe our hour-by-hour forecast model. Through Monday, we're only talking about maybe hundredths of an inch across the area, so certainly don't cancel your weekend plans. Yes, there certainly could be a few showers around, especially tomorrow, but it's not going to amount to much. The bigger issue, of course, tomorrow, the cloud cover, the chilly temperatures, and that stiff northeasterly breeze. So 50 is our forecast low tonight. Clouds will thicken up. Variable winds becoming northerly at about 10 miles per hour. And then for tomorrow, yeah, kind of raw. It's going to be a reminder it's still February tomorrow. Only 56 for the high. North winds becoming easterly around 10 miles per hour. About a 30% chance of some light shower activity. Live view, New Earth Motors First Alert Sky Camera Network. We're taking a look at Ocean Isle Beach. We've had a nice sunset taking place and some clouds beginning to stream back into Ocean Isle Beach at this hour. Still colder at the beaches too. 60 degrees at Oak Island, 67 Wilmington. But look what happens as you move inland. We're still talking hot temperatures near 80 degrees, 78 in Elizabethtown, 79 degrees in Fayetteville. A lot of these inland temperatures well into the 80s today, and definitely running a little bit warmer than where we were 24 hours ago. Let's go ahead and check out the 7-day forecast. 56 for tomorrow, overcast, chance of some showers, but it does get better. 62 on Sunday with a slight chance of showers, and then by next week, temperatures right back in the 70s, maybe once again a run at 80 degrees potentially by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, with a slight cool down by Friday.